There is absolutely nothing beneficial about holding on to shame. And what I'm going to do inside of this training, inside of this live, is I'm going to share with you how my life, and not to be dramatic, my life has drastically changed over the past 24 hours by me releasing some shame that I was holding on to. So this past weekend, I can't remember exactly when I posted it. It was a few days ago. I made a post and I have it pulled up, and I shared that I said, I'm a badass who's been 6 years binge free, but here's 4 things that I'm not proud of myself for this month. And I shared a few things that I was holding on to that I wasn't just proud of. There were things that I kind of had shame around. Like, one of the things was I had no desire to do house chores or laundry for the past month. It's really been like the past 8 months since having my son, to be honest with you. And I've been getting, my mom to do my laundry and my mother-in-law, they've been helping me. And sometimes literally the laundry basket would be in our room and it would take me like days or if not a week to actually put it away. I haven't read my Bible in 8 months since having my son. I haven't been prioritizing it. And that is something that I kind of felt like guilty about and ashamed about, because I used to be like 5 a.m. Bible reading, do my workout, start the day, and I truly haven't made that a priority. The other thing was I haven't been working out for weeks. I did sprain my ankle, but I could still do upper body and I could still do other things. And truly, I was just not feeling it. And, there's a difference. Obviously, I don't feel guilty about not working out. I've healed my relationship with rest and with not working out. And that's not an issue, but it was more like I haven't really been feeling like that's like the truest version of myself. Like, in the past, if I've had an injury or I couldn't do, let's say, some leg workouts, I would still like do some upper body. And I just didn't really feel like myself over the past few weeks. And then the last thing I talked about was I haven't turned to food over some emotional times this week, but I have been on my phone way too much. And I'm not proud of that. Not a lot of scrolling, but just like constantly checking my phone. And I shared in the post that I feel like because I'm not getting a lot of sleep, like the lack of sleep is just causing my brain to really look for dopamine. And because I'm not turning to food, my brain's like, phone, dopamine, social media. And I haven't loved that. And, it is, yeah, it's such like it's almost like this crazy addiction, But I made a post and the feedback was incredible. It was well received, and there's just been, a lot of like shame that I have felt because, as someone who's a coach and someone who helps other people, I've always felt like I need to have everything together and my life needs to be perfect. And I can't talk about these things because people are going to, view me in a certain way. And I realized like, wait, that's just shame lingering around. And that's such an unnecessary emotion that nobody should be feeling. And I know that if I'm feeling this certain way, there might be other people that are going through the exact same thing that maybe don't feel like they can share it, because if nobody's sharing these things, this is when everyone feels alone. When I used to struggle with binge eating, I felt so alone. I felt broken. I felt hopeless. I thought nobody else was doing these weird, crazy things with food because nobody was talking about it. Everyone was talking about how they were being perfect with their meals and eating clean and getting in their workouts. And so I felt broken. I felt like something was wrong with me. And I realized like, wait, I felt shame when it came to my binge eating and nobody was talking about it. And the moment I started talking openly about my relationship with food and how I was going through binge eating, literally I made a post. I don't know if it was, I think I made a post This was like way back in like 2018. And I had so many people in the comment section. I thank you so much for sharing this. I thought I was the only person going through this. Finally, somebody who understands me. And the feedback was incredible. And this just goes to show you, if you are going through it, I guarantee you there's 50 other people going through it. 100 other people, 200 people, so many more people are going through exactly what you're going through. And as a coach, sometimes like there's fear of sharing certain things that I'm going through, even though it has nothing to do with my relationship with food. And I said, like, we're not doing that. I don't want to be perceived as this perfect person because I'm not perfect. I go through real life things. I'm a human being with a beating heart, with real emotions, with real feelings. I'm a new mom and like not getting any sleep. And just my life has changed like dramatically. And I think it's so crazy to, pretend that like just everything is like picture perfect all the time, because that is just not real life. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be seeing people who are just portraying themselves as perfect all the time, because it's not real life. It's not real life. Again, we are all human beings going through different things. Although I don't binge anymore, I'm 6 years binge free. I haven't turned to food in over 6 years. That doesn't mean my life is perfect. That doesn't mean that I don't have other struggles in my life. Yes, I'm an expert at helping you conquer binge eating. Yes, that is like my expertise. But I still have emotions. I might not want to clean my house. I might feel shame for not reading my Bible or, certain things that I'm going through. Like this whole identity shift of like being a new mom, like that's a big shift. And I wanted to share this because, again, number one, if you are holding on to certain things that you're going through and you're not sharing it, you are holding on to shame, which is an emotion. And when you're holding on to an emotion that you don't want to feel, this is when emotional eating happens. This is when you're engaging in behaviors that don't actually feel like the real you. And you aren't ever the only person going through whatever it is, binge eating, emotional eating, feeling overwhelmed, feeling stressed out, feeling burnt out, navigating certain emotions. You are never, ever, ever, ever alone. And if you feel like you're the only person that's going through something, I want you to ask yourself, am I open about this? Or am I holding on to it? I felt like I was the only person going through binge eating because, to be honest with you, I was holding on to it. Like my dirty little secret, like nobody can find out about it. And the moment I opened up and I started sharing what I was going through, that shame got released. And I healed because I wasn't holding on to something that I felt ashamed about. And this weekend, literally my life changed within the past 24 hours. I literally wrote this down because I have a bad memory. But ever since I made that post about things that I wasn't proud of myself for, this weekend, my life changed. Okay, I'm gonna celebrate myself for a second. I encourage you all to do the same. The next time you're feeling shame, open up about it. Tell someone about it. And I swear to God, your life will change instantaneously. So I shared all the things that I wasn't proud of myself for. And this weekend, I went for several walks. I did a 20-minute chest, biceps, and triceps workout. I did 2 loads of laundry. Remember how I shared that I had a basket of laundry, then it would just be sitting there for like a week? I put that shit away. I folded 2 loads of laundry. I woke up at 5 a.m. this morning. I cleaned my bathroom and the shower. And I spent all weekend so present with my son. Like so fully there, so fully present with my son. This all happened because I just stopped holding on to so much of that shame. Like, you've got laundry and it's just sitting there and you can't even put your laundry away and you don't want to clean your house. Like, that does nothing for nobody. You judging yourself, you shaming yourself literally does nothing for anybody. And I'm like, this is enough holding on to this. Let's just talk about it, because I'm a real human being with real feelings, with a real beating heart, and I'm just going to share it because I know other people are going through this as well too. And I'm sick and tired of this picture perfect reality that doesn't exist. You know, and you're scrolling on social media and then you feel bad about yourself because you're like, oh my gosh, like she's got 4 kids and she's crushing it and I can't even do half the things. Like, that's not good for anybody. Comparison, holding on to shame. And so again, I'm sharing this because I've experienced this with my relationship with food, and now just shifts in my world having a son. The moment you let go of shame, your life can dramatically change. And I'm going to be doing a little mini, I don't like the word reset, I like the word refresh. And there's going to be 5 things that I'm going to be doing every single day to get back to feeling like my badass self again. I'm going to make a reel on that. And if you want to join me in essentially being your best self and stepping into your badass self, you can join me. So stay tuned for that reel. I'm going to share 5 things that I'm personally doing because I found like a recipe that makes me feel my best. And I encourage you to find like 3 to 5 things that you can do every single day that will get your spark back, that will allow you to get back to feeling like yourself. Again, we all go through like these funks or maybe identity shifts. And if you're ever wanting to like just get back to feeling like your badass self, your best self, I encourage you to make a list of 3 to 5 things that you can do every single day that will bring that spark back, that will bring your happiness, your joy, your mental health back. And so I'm going to be making a reel sharing the 5 things that I will be doing every single day. And again, I encourage you to join me, whether you do similar 5 things as me, or you create your own list of 3 to 5 things that make you feel your best. I'm fired up. And again, if you are holding on to shame, there are certain things that you are going through and you're like, I can't tell anybody about this. Like, nobody can find out. I encourage you to share it boldly, openly, and your life will change. My life literally changed within 24 hours of me just sharing that. And it doesn't matter like what you're going through or how other people perceive you. Like, it is so important to just share openly with your heart, because again, it's so easy to think I'm the only one. You're never the only person. And again, as someone who people look up to, and I'm a coach, again, like I had so much shame. Like I can't tell people that I've been on my phone. I can't tell people that like I haven't put my laundry away all week. Like, what the heck are they going to think about me? But again, like that's not helpful. Having those feelings aren't helpful whatsoever. Like whatsoever. And it's like I think it's so important to know, like, you could be crushing it at your career and be struggling with binge eating. You can be the best mom and be struggling with your relationship with food. You could be an incredible partner and maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. Like, there can be duality. It's like I'm an expert at helping you heal your relationship with food and conquer binge eating by rewiring your brain. That doesn't mean that my house is perfectly spotless clean and I don't go on my phone and I'm this perfect human being. Like, there's also things that like I'm human and I will do. And I just wanted to share that and put it out there because, again, I didn't want to be holding on to any of these emotions for myself. And I figured if I share this, maybe there are certain things that you're going through that you can let go of, that you can release. You can let go of the shame. Because holding on to shame is one of the most toxic things that you can do. And I don't believe that we need to label emotions as like good versus bad, but nobody wants to be feeling shame. So this week, ask yourself, like, what am I holding on to? What am I feeling ashamed about? And can you release it? Can you share with somebody? Can you be open about it? I guarantee you, your life will change. Mine literally did within 24 hours. I did all of those things that I listed off. Actually, that was all of, when did I do that? Saturday. All of Saturday, I did that. Like 2 loads of laundry, folded 2 loads of laundry, put away a basket that was been sitting there for a week, woke up at 5 a.m., cleaned my bathroom and the shower, like all of those things. It was like a day after. So let the shame go. I share this with my clients all the time when it comes to binge eating, like holding on to binge eating, even hiding it from your partner or from friends or from other people. Like it's just, you are the one suffering and you don't deserve that. You deserve to set yourself free. And one of the ways to feel more free and to free up so much space inside of your brain is to just share what's on your heart, share what you're going through. You are never, ever, 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 ever alone. And one of my clients actually did this a few weeks ago, and she shared with a bunch of people that, you know, what she was going through with her relationship with food, and she noticed a pattern. She would always overeat before going to see these people. And that week that she shared with them, she didn't overeat. Like, I'm not saying this is a miracle worker, but there's something so profound about sharing openly. My client literally stopped her overeating because she just stopped holding on to that shame that she was feeling and just shared that she was going through some overeating. And she wanted to share that and release that. So you are never alone. And I hope this reminds you that you're never alone with anything that you're going through. So I'm going to go and make a reel sharing the 5 things that I'm going to be doing every single day for at least the month of June to get back to my badass self, to becoming my badass self, my best self. And if you want to join, feel free to join and, you know, doing these 5 things with me again, or a different iteration that works best for you. But let's go and release the shame, step into your badass self, and live our best lives. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. All right. Bye, guys.